Hello, I'm Dr. George Mochocki. We're back into this series that you're taking me for understanding introduction to business, the different disciplines, and today we're going to be talking about managing the marketing mix. The marketing mix, the four P's. I sometimes teach students to say, what are the four P's? So just say product, price, place, and promotion. But okay, I said that's good for consumer to consumer. What are the four P's for business to business? They look at me and go, I don't know, what are they? Please, please buy my product. I'm only kidding. The four P's for business is the same four P's as consumer. The only things we do, we turn it around. In the consumer thing, the first thing that most consumers look at is the price. So price falls in first, and then they look at the product. And you could usually tell, because people know when you're buying a car or something expensive, they understand you're always thinking about the price. So they're not talking about the price. How much does this thing cost? Look at the benefit. It does this. It does this. Look at the different colors. This is the most newest model out here. Newest technology. Uses five, whatever. And you say, okay, and then you understand this. Now you're sold on it. And then they go, then you finally tell. Then they tell you, you could take it here for repair. So places in there, a promotion might have brought you in. That's a coupon that brings you in. But then you basically get to the price and how much is it? And you say it's $1,200. Oh my God, that's a lot of money. Nah, really $1,200? You divide it into 12 months payment. That's only $100 a month. Oh, it's still a lot. Divided by the days, 30 days. You know what I mean? $100. You're only talking $3. Three times 30, $90, give or take. I'm a salesperson, so I estimate. All right. Do you see what I'm talking about? So nice. Oh, yeah, $9. That's not too bad. $3, that's not too bad. And then you see how they broke it down. So you figure $3, you have a cup of coffee, give them a cup of coffee, you can buy it. And that's how they work it. Now, when I look at price is an indicator for the consumer market of what the product is about. If I look at something and it only costs me $20 and all my competitors are $40, I'm going, maybe it's not as good as this, right? If you buy something from Harbor Freight versus if you buy something from Northern Tool. Two good companies. They got the one's a little bit higher, hopefully higher quality. The other one is, hey, it's still may not have all the places, may not have all the promotions, but the price is lower. What do I need it? Do I need it for 5 years? Do I need it for 2 years? Do I need it for a long time? And what do I want? Do I want quality or do I want performance? You mean? So all that comes into the price. Now, when I look at price, so price gives me an indicator what the product is. When I walk into a store, first thing I pick up, and I think a cup of coffee mug, maybe $10. There's $30. $30? I'm going, what the hell is it? Is it gold plated? Now, but I'm looking at it, handmade or something, whatever. You know what I mean? So they have something on there, and now I'm adding value to that. But now do you see how the price, and I pick something else, another high end. So now I understand that the image of the store is a higher end store. I go to a dollar store, everything's marked down. I go to Kohl's, the clothing store. They use price as an indicator. It normally would have cost you $100, but now it's discounted because of this down. You got the 20% off and 30% off of this, and then you've got Kohl's dollars, and then you've got all this, and now so they took the price. I got something for worth $100. I only paid $20. Oh my cognitive! I could buy 3 of these. Do you see what they're doing? They might have only. Now look, they're making the money on this, so they may have only paid $2 for this, and they're still making money on that. All right. So do you see how price is working on that? Okay, so let's go now. So that's my intro into price. Now the promotion part of it is basically how do I get somebody else in a new product? Will I try it? 50% off, and it costs me $5. Or it's 100, give me 50, or let's say if it's 50% off, it's $5, and I get it for $2.50. I may try. If the food I don't like it, I'm going to throw it away. I would test it. Do you see what I mean? So when I'm looking at the promotion is now I got my attention. I love the product. I think the price may be there. The promotions get me into the store. When I get into the store, the salesperson could basically ask me questions or try to direct the narrative. So I'm looking at that emotional, all right, but it gets me in. So it says I'll discount it. I'll give you 10% off. Menards has a lot of stuff, 11% off. You don't see it right away. You get it through a coupon. You got to take all the coupon receipt, mail it out to them, and then they send you a little card that says only in the store. So you have to wait. But a lot of people forget about the card, so they throw it out. But remember that 11% gets me in. So if I'm buying something, I gotta buy it. I know I gotta wait. I'm gonna spend the money. I'm looking where I get the discount, or I might get something else a discount because I'm a vet, so a veteran. You know what I mean? So if I'm looking at it, all that is part of the price. So the price gives me the indication that the quality of the good, and then I basically use the promotions, the discount, anything else I have in there to either justify the price or bring the price down, and that's either through credit or layaway or anything else that will help me make that purchase. So that's the consumer. Now, business to business. Price is not the number one thing. It is. I got to look at price because it's part of my profitability. But the product I'm buying is a component of my ultimate product. So I'm looking at the quality. If I'm a quality thing, I gotta have quality, because I can't say, well, everything else is good but the battery's not good because I didn't make the battery. They don't care. I bought the phone, I bought the computer, the laptop, whatever. I expect it to run for 8 hours, 5 hours, whatever you're telling me. Don't tell me that the battery starts on fire and melts everything out. I don't care. That's your job. So when I'm looking for things, the product is not. I'm looking at specification. I'm looking at tolerances. I'm looking how it fits into my component that I pay. I get what I pay for. Okay, so all that stuff works out well for me. And then I may look at the price. You know what I'm talking about? So if I got something higher, and then I use price as either adjusting it higher up, but then I have to add value. If it costs more, customers don't mind spending more as long as I tell them it's made out of steel. It's 100% made in the USA by American workers. And I said, well, that's a little bit. Or it's made in Brazil, the coffee's in Brazil, and we pay fair wages to the indigenous people there picking that. They get a good thing higher than they would. So instead of getting $2 a day, I give them $3. I'm still, but remember, when you take me for fine, I'm just making it up. All right, so don't look at me like that. I'm a business person. But now I'm buying the coffee at Starbucks. I know it has something else. I know it has all this. It's hand grown. It's from the mountains. I pay fair wages. I don't mind paying that. You see how the message is through what we talked last session on marketing ties in. Because now in my mind, cognitive dissonance, I justify the price. Okay, so let's go. So developing value. Again, I'm just going to flip these over because I want to keep this under 20 minutes, but this is very important because remember, and then when you look at price, how much are you worth? You're going for a job, for an interview, a job, look to see what your skills and everything else, what's the market going out there. You're going for a promotion, understand what value I give to the company. If I could be replaced like this, I don't argue. Okay, thank you for the raise, the 2%. If I'm one of a kind, then I could say, hey, look, I got value. I got experience, I got a clientele, I got this, blah, blah, blah. I need to get paid more. I'm going to my competitor. Now, a competitor's going to say, hey, I'll pay a little bit more. Learning curve's different because he already knows or she already knows all the information from the competition. I'm bringing in something else to mix up my culture, and I'm getting a good deal. I'm paying a little bit higher, but I don't have to train him or her because they've got the knowledge trained over here. They just have to know my policy and price. You see how all this pricing works not only for yourself, but also for the product, all right? So I'm going to make this just a little bit bigger. View, and I think I was always going at 150, all right? So I'm just going to open up value. We talked about that real quickly, what value, okay, American Association. Just for those that are following, you've got the concept maps with level 2, and I'm just opening these up, okay? So you got untouchable things. People won't give up cell phones. Ladies, you always like this. They used to have discounts, haircuts, clothing. They used to have bars or entertainment. But, we got to keep you socially minded and keep you straight. All right. Expendable against luxury handbags. So if you lose your job or now you're not working as many hours, what do you reduce? you still need your cable TV, or you need some kind of entertainment, you need your phones, everything else. And so I have to understand it. Other things right now is doing some fencing and pressure wood. They didn't think the housing was going to go down, so they didn't buy more because they figured out we got it more now. They didn't anticipate that people are locked up, and now they're buying all this pressure wood to put up a fence, do a deck, everything they held off. I'm here, let me just fix it. So now there's a shortage. They'll bring it in, but then they're going to raise it. Supply and demand that we learned from economics. I try to tie everything in. That's a business. So now my pricing, okay, now I'm opening up because there's a demand for it. People had the money. Remember, it's not like a recession that happened. This is a controlled shutdown of the economy. Now it's going to be controlled open economy. So people had the money. The jobs are there. Once he opens up, I'm back at working, unless you're a small business. So the government's trying to work everything else. Okay. Okay, so distribution. Okay, yeah, and distribution's how much it's going to cost me. The total, the price. I've got all this service, image. You know what I mean? Why does an iPhone cost more than a Samsung? Samsung's probably just as good as an iPhone. If anything else, Samsung makes, I think, close to 50% of the products or the components inside the iPhone is Samsung. So they make it one way or the other. So what are they doing? It's the image. I'm trendy. I got an iPhone. They're saying, oh, you want to get a Samsung? Oh, you got an iPhone. Certain people, certain cultures, that's a status symbol. They're working on that. I'm the first one who has the iPhone. And then I'm looking at the price. Well, it's really expensive. Maybe I'll keep mine longer. Okay, product mixes. All right, a combination. Okay, product line is basically, if I look at the store, product line. I sell hot dogs. So many different kinds of variation of hot dog. My product mix. I'm a restaurant. I also sell Italian beef, ghee roll, French fries, and I got different types of French fries. I got spicy French fries. I got beer batter French fries. I got crispy French fries. I got curly fry. Whatever. I mean, that's all a product line. My product mixes it all together, so it should work out. Different prices. Different. So when you're doing the pricing and you're adding value, you have to look. If I got my basic model, I get it in here. Oh, you want air conditioning? A little bit more. So I want to. How much could I bring the price up to the next level? Okay, classifying goods, convenience goods, different prices, all those machines, shopping goods. I'm starting looking out for prices. Okay, so I have that. I've got specialty goods. You're gonna pay more. Unsought plumbing. My car breaks down. My toilet's plugged up. I'm paying whatever it is to get it fixed. I have no things. Industrial good, right? Goods for sales, talk about that. Packaging, very heavy. I don't care what it's looked at, as long as it doesn't come broken, because I'm taking that component and put it into a component, and my thing will be packaged to a customer, but the customer sees the packaging, gives them all the information. Signing, bundling, it's always kind of nice. Look at the cable TV, understanding branding. All this is a brand. If I look at a lot of Spanish people, Hispanic, because you got from Brazil, everything else. Let's go for Mexico. My father-in-law is Mexican, and my daughter-in-law is Mexican. So I kind of have an idea, but when I studied, they're very brand loyal. So if they're very brand loyal, they're going to stick with the brand, no matter what. I think there's something else with the. All right, so let's leave it on that. Let's see what else. Holy macro! I'm going to be a little bit over. Okay, push and pull. Look at the strategies. We talked about that. Facts, life cycle. Right, when it's a brand new product, I could charge more. No one else has it. Once competition goes down, once it's in decline, I'm just selling it, or I do newer, improved. I was going to say it's going to cost a bit more, or I change the product. Instead of having all the water, and make it condensed, let the customer put the water in, and I give them a smaller bottle. So I'm reducing the cost of the product, but I'm still making the whole thing's about the profit. I got to make the profit and what customers expect. Integrated communication. That basically, when I look at integrated communication, McDonald's, when they have right now some kind of frosty shake or anything else, that communication from marketing, everything else, all ties in. Remember, when we're looking at marketing, tell me about the product, tell me about the price, give me the promotion, different media. So that's all integrated with the same message to try it, to promote it. And then I change my marketing message, my integrated marketing message, for the next message I want to send out. I got a new product, or something's happened with COVID-19. We're now going to be making masks, or we're going to be still delivering. My message is we're closed, or we're going to be open, social media, social distancing, whatever. You see, I'm doing, so I'm changing my messages, and I'm doing it. How do I get people back in? All right. brand awareness, right? Product life cycle. When I look at the product life cycle, it starts at the beginning, goes down, decline, and how. And you go through the same thing. I got when I first got my job intro, and then I got promoted, and then finally I'm at the top. Where am I going? And Maslow, we're going to talk at the hierarchy, or met my achievement, and now all of a sudden he knows an old dog. He's not going to learn anything. He doesn't want to train. So now I'm going to say, no, I'm going to school. I've got this, and then I basically brand myself, I do something else, and then say now I'm worth more experience, or I lower my prices, I do consulting, and all about prices. So the product life cycle depends where it comes in. No competition could charge, right? But you got to look that your customer base could afford it. If they can't afford it, even with the value, you got to reduce your price. You're just breaking even. Some businesses for a long time just breaking even just to keep the business going, pay everything else. But you have to make some profit. If not, get the heck out of the business, and somebody else come in and make a business, and you go work for somebody else. That's what's happening. So some small businesses are closing, others are coming in this thing because they say, hey, I can work that. Because if I'm coming in now, I don't need to have a big variety of products. I could have a smaller product line, product mix, just what the customers want. They're just happy that I got what I want, what I need right now, and then I could build it. So the opportunity is good. The other ones that got all these product mixes, I'm stuck with the inventory, remember? And if I'm stuck with it, how do I get rid of the inventory? When do I lower the prices? Okay, so I got different prices, strategies. All these are real good ones. Remember, look at it. You got to look at your target market, the market price, the added value, what do you think customer, and you got to always look what your customers can afford. If I'm working, have my business up in Barrington or Lake Forest, you could afford more. If I'm in Waukegan, sure, just parts of Waukegan are very expensive around the lakefront, but other parts they can't. They're everyday people. Okay, so here's my pricing. Now I'm going to the area where the social climate, there's a lot of unemployment. Right, there's not too many people working. They're an assistant. I have a different pricing strategy. They don't get everything else, but they have a different price. I'm still selling products to different class of individual at different prices, a brand name or off-brand name or whatever I'm doing. Okay, what else do we have? Using a break-even things. You gotta break even. If your business only breaking even, not making the money to get out of the business, you could either reduce the cost or raise your prices. And if you raise your prices, you got to tell the customers the rationale for it. Okay. Okay, pricing alternatives, the skimming prices, penetration prices, everyday prices, and everything is. I couldn't cover everything on prices. I just wanted, and this is cold. I just wanted to. All right, so we have everything. I opened up everything else so you could see it, and now I'm just going to expand it to level 1, and then view, and I'm going to go fit the map. So we covered a lot of information in this overview. And let me see how many minutes before, if I could add on to that. 17 minutes. My goodness, Dr. George, you sure could talk quickly, can't I? I can't believe that. Those of you who are English second language, for me, stop the video, go back. I've got this, look at it, look at your concept map, and then basically add it, write it in by hand, or take a picture, and then you have everything on it. All right? So we did good. So pricing is important. Pricing is just, remember, if I have a good product, I could sell it, I could market. If I got a crappy product, it's a one-time deal. If I'm doing with customers, consumers, I could get away with it because I sell it and I go to another market because they're not going to say I got taken advantage, I'm a chump. Business to business is a smaller group of individuals, different buyers. They talk with different trade shows, different manufacturing, different alliances, different publications, different groups they belong to. You mess up with them, your name is mud. They won't do business with you. A different way to selling to them. Remember, business to business, they expect me to come to their location and talk to them. They don't come to my store, or a consumer will come to my store, or online present. I have different pricing for online. And when you look at pricing, people who are going to go to Harvard and they're going to spend all that money, and they say all my classes are online, they're going, why should I go to Harvard for online class? I'll take it at a community college or a 4-year school or another school at half the cost. Now the government's looking. If you want government assistance and you're going to have all online classes, that's not the same to face. I got to reduce what I'm paying you for. You don't need all that stuff because all your people got computers. You don't need the classroom. You don't need all that infrastructure. Are you readjusting? Are customers going more online? Are they accepting this new mode? And what should be my pricing? Online is going to cost me $2,000. Face-to-face $4,000 because I got to bring the instructor, or $12,000 or double. And then the customer has an option, different option, and what's the point that he or she or that client won't go up to the next or all the way up. But then you bring him up, you have to look, could he or she could afford that? That's where the pricing comes in. That's where you're looking at how you break it up, what kind of options I give him or her to come and bring him back into the store. Again, part of the four P's or the marketing mix: pricing, product, location. If I'm located on the way, I don't need to spend as much advertising because people see my sign. There's a lot of traffic. I get walk-in traffic, no problem. I'm offset to the side. I got to spend more on advertising, but then and promotion, bring people in. But once they get in there and find it, I get that clientele. I could reduce that promotional activity. Okay, I'm finished. Thank you again, and I'll see you. And the next time we're going to be talking about leadership, which is a good one. I teach management and supervision, and then we'll talk about organizational structure and three other chapters. All right, talk to you later. Again, bye bye. I'm at my 20 minute, still 20 minutes, right? If I go 20 minutes, and I'm already over that.